Hey y'all, here's that reading I promised. I'm going to talk a little louder. I'm outside because it is absolutely beautiful. I've not been feeling great for the past couple of days, past few days. I feel a little better today. Storms, migraines, and things rolling in. So, and plus with all the energy that's flowing in and around, it's been really heavy. I live on top of a mountain as well, so I'm very, very close. I literally live among the clouds. And so when I say that there's a lot of pressure when the storms come, there is a lot of pressure when the storms come. So, hi, welcome, happy Friday. This will be you'll have this reading. I'll do another one next Friday on March, I think it's the 6th, I think that's what it is. And then the following will come on that really interesting Friday the 13th. So we're going to see how all of this unfolds and how it rolls. Today, at the end of the evening, I'll drop off for social media break until Friday the 13th. So I'll enjoy some other things and do some other things, working in, traveling in my own space, not traveling out, but traveling into my own space to take care of some things. So, welcome today. I'll share a few things with you. I'm going to back out so I don't have to bend over. So, here we're going to work with some energies today. I have a selenite sword that I typically have. Today we have a beautiful chunk of pyrite. So this is a giant cube of pyrite. I love it because it mirrors things back. It could draw things in if you wanted it to. Pyrite, I learned today, is also associated with Leo, which I'm a Leo. So that makes a lot of sense, but it brings in, it's also called fool's gold, but it has the energy of bringing in real gold, or the energy of bringing in what that means to bring in what you want to upgrade into your life. We're also working with the energy of a pewter. I have Ganesh here. I'm not going to go into story time with Ganesh. I cannot do this deity justice. So I'm going to give you a little homework if you want to. Look up some Ganesh stories and find out what this amazing deity is about. But carrying the strength of all of these things with this elephant's head. So there we go. So also, the decks we're working with, I have a just a simple Raven deck here. It's a tarot deck, and the other deck we're going to work with today, it doesn't let me find the book. This is by Amy Zinner and Monty Farber. I've had it out before. I don't work with it a lot. I put it away for many years, and now it's been called back. But this is the Oracle of the Goddess, and this is a book and card set. It works with amethyst, which is the head. This is ruby, which is the heart, and turquoise, which is the home. So we're going to pull some cards from those and see where that leads for us, and pull tarot to go with them. So, and then we'll read about what each of those are about. So here, let's get started and see where our head is today. So, love these. These were actually a gift, if I recall. These were a gift from someone that was in my group of women that mentored me when I lived in New York. I lived in New York for most of a decade before moving back to the South, and studied with many healers, mediums, psychics, meditation experts for many, many years there. So very lucky to have had that experience and very grateful for it. So the first one is, this is interesting. Atlantia. This is her head. Resist all preconceived notions. Stir things up. Think about taking action. that go against accepted beliefs. Study and teach unusual viewpoints and theories. Ancient ways can conspire for your new future. Do not fear embarrassment or the opinions of others. Expect the unexpected. And it says, think freely. Well, she's the goddess of the unexpected. And I just gave you some homework to say, hey, if you're not familiar here, delve into something that you may not be familiar with, something a little unknown. If you are familiar here, maybe dive back in, and that will lead you into something else that you are that you're unfamiliar with. So here we're going to have story time like we do so frequently within these spaces because I am a teacher and I'm guided to teach. So my spouse has currently been working with some people that are within a space that people would normally shame within religion. He has been conducting interviews and been talking with people of the snake handling communities within the Pentecostal faith. Now, let me let you know that my husband claims to not believe in anything. He says that he is an atheist or a deist, to be the best of, I would say, he says he's an atheist. Okay. He's lived with me many, many years, and he also understands what energy is and how that comes. And we also both really like, we like the way that things connect in an orbital way as far as physics. So that's where some of this connection comes in. So, but this is something that he has had to humble himself in, to listen in, to take his opinions of I don't believe in anything out, in order to allow himself to listen to people who do believe something. And it's neither here nor there for any of us to tell someone else what to believe. So maybe humble yourself in the listening of someone else, even if you choose not to believe the same path that they are in. But humble yourself in the listening nonetheless. So here, we're going to pull and see what the heart has to say about this situation. Hakati. Her heart. Feel renewal. Defeat and despair try to rob us of hope and paralyze our actions. Yet within them is the power of nothing less than the great mystery of life itself. The time of defeat is the most fertile time to sow the seeds of future success. Surviving what does not destroy our resolve makes us stronger and more confident. Do not give up on yourself or life. So in your heart, if there's something that is burning down, let it burn. Let it burn away. Don't fight to keep it. Don't throw water on it. Let it all burn. Pick up the energy of the Tower. Pick up the energy of renewal. Pick up the energy of the Judgment card, also known as the Resurrection. Pick that energy up. Let it all burn. Let it go. It is not for you. So you may be able to hear my poor little dog on the other side. He's going to whine a little bit because he wants to be outside because he thinks he's a cat. Anyway, so I don't know if you can hear him or not. I apologize. I may let him out in a minute. But he's a little rescue min pin, and he may decide that he needs to patrol the property, so we're not going to let him out right now. He loves it when I do yoga, when I get on the mats and I do a practice. So I know that that's part of what's going on as well. Ooh, this is a powerful one. Okay, so we are reading from Now Her Home. Her home, and it says Artemis. That squirrel. Pursuing long-range goals does not justify ignoring the details that are essential to achieving them. Work your plan one day at a time. Take nothing for granted. Expect neither spectacular results nor perceptible changes. Interesting. A warm-up period is necessary. Focus on practical matters such as health, food, exercise, hygiene and good habits. So at home, focus on you. Even if it's there's something at home. Is there something you can do at your home that you can change within that space that would make you more comfortable within that space, or something you just need to get rid of? Like, I've been talking a lot about decluttering. Hey, you don't have to declutter. That's on you. If you're ready for it or not ready for it, doesn't really matter. That's not for me. But there could be something that doesn't concern decluttering that is within your space or in your home, and you look around. And I've talked about this. They talk about you. Well, does it bring you joy? Sure. Does it have a good memory with it? When I bought, sure, but now there are all these other attached memories with it or things. So if there's something that's not sitting right with you, or even if it's just changed something around, maybe you just need a little space for yourself within your own home. And treat that as renewal. Do what you got to do with that. And we've been on here 11 minutes and 11 seconds when I said this. Now, I'm going to tell you some things that are going on that I find this interesting. We talk about burning down. I have some things burning down and burning away. I have people burning away, whether by choice. They're all actually by choice, but they're setting the fires, and I'm just walking away because I'm not willing to put their fire out, and I'm also not willing to stand there and help them just to keep flaming their fire. So things like that, situations like that, I completely walked away from. I have a particular work situation that's going on, not within here, but in another situation that I know is going to burn down. It's going to disappear, and it's going to go away. And that's okay. I've been brought into the space of understanding for the period of time to show me things and to help me within that space of time as well. I understand that things begin to change and they move and they flip. You'll start to grow and start to learn. If you're new to tarot or readings, you'll start to see oracle readings or whatever. You'll start to see things flip and change, and you'll start to see them grow and move within the timelines. So let's see what your cards have to say, or our cards have to say about all of this today. So here, we're going to do a nice little tap. 1, 2, 3. Look at that. We're going to get the wind coming in just a little. If you want to take a deep breath in with me, I'm going to take a deep breath in. You're welcome to join me. I'm going to pull everything up to the top of my head, and then I'm going to release it. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to pull everything up from my sit bones through my chest to the top of my head, and I'm holding. I'm going to take another nip in, and I'm going to take a really deep one in. And exhale. All right, that felt nice. Okay, here we go. So I want to, as I'm watching myself with the cards, I can't remember if I've mentioned this or not. So I can do card tricks. They're not very fancy. I can bridge cards and things like that, but my hands don't work great. Let's see, watch. I can bridge, things like that. Let me give you a warning about tarot readers or oracle readers that are a little too flashy in the way they're just, and they're trying to get you more of your attention in the way that they're flipping cards than the way that they're reading. They're going to say it's just energy flipping out and all of the other and whatever. Whatever. They're correct about the energy flipping out. When you start doing that, the readings become a little messy and you're not really on point with what you do. I've done this a long time. And I do know there are times that I have been, I'm going to use the word challenged, or asked while I've been sitting there, about a reading, and then an ego came out on my part. I'll be honest, ego came out on my part, and I just started flipping cards, and I was like, "Boop, boop, 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 boop." But I was able to do it very quickly for two reasons. I've been doing this for nearly 30 years now, and I know the cards like the back of my hand. And I've been doing this for nearly 30 years now. And I don't need the cards. So caution. That's all I'm saying. All right. Everybody ready? Okay. Let's fold everything back again. Come back home to ourselves. We're going to pull this card right here. And this is the King of Swords in reverse. Blustery man, blustery male, could be a female with male energy, but I am talking blustery male energy. And there's a horse. You're the horse. Actually, I said that's a king. That is the Knight of Swords. Wow. Okay, that's even a little stranger compared to what I'm thinking about what was going on at work. So that's still a blustery male. That is a chaos. As a matter of fact, a Knight of Swords is chaos. They can be chaotic, and in reverse, they're really chaotic. All right, let's see what's going. That's right there in the middle where the heart is. So there's some chaos. You're feeling chaos. Something's causing you chaos in the middle of your heart. And let's just leave that be for a minute. Oh gosh, wow. Three of Pentacles. So at your heart, finances, money, home, right here, there's like these Three Pentacles. It's like, okay, well, my heart says to do this, my finances say to do that, and I'm going to hold on to what I've got because I see something better coming, but I don't know how to get there. And it's the Fool. And the Fool tells you to just hold on. I just heard the song Hold On, I'm Coming. Just hold on. Right here in your, just hold on, okay? Heart represents so many things. So here. 10 of Wands in reverse. Yeah. So there's something come to a completion, coming to an end. That is just like, it's not even like at this point, it's like the tower hasn't even come to burn down yet. It's just here. It's just like, it's just messy. And right, you want it to come and burn. It's like, I really wish somebody would come burn all this down, because right now I just have a pile of rubble and I'm really tired of messing with that. So here, let's move into the next energy. It's interesting how I was guided to go right down the center through the heart, as opposed to head, heart, and home. But I guess that's because that's how we're feeling. So where's your head? Oh, so your head is at unrest. So you have Four of Swords, and Four of Swords represents rest. You need rest. Your head is all over the place. Your head is in unrest. Stop. Just stop trying to fix it. Stop. I know that's easier said than done. You can't do, whatever it is, you can't do anything about it. Okay, you just have to stop just a minute, because you cannot fix this. No. King of Cups in reverse. You can't fix this male that has disappointed you, or this female with male energy that has disappointed you in some sort of emotional way. It's interesting that the cups are coming out, which have to do more with the heart, but they're in the head space. Because somebody's messing with your head. Well, Ten of Cups. That's where your head needs to be. That's where your head really is. Get out of this. Get out of this bullshit with your head. Because this is where you are. You have everything you need. You have everything you've desired. And whoever this person is, they adore you. And they'll do whatever it takes to fix whatever these problems were or are. But get out of your head. Get out of your own way and allow yourself to be loved. Get out of your own way. Oh, the Magician. Can you manifest this? Can you make it happen? You called this in. What are you going to do with it now that it's here? They're here. Take it. Love it. And quit being the cold Queen of Swords right now. Quit being this way. You're being unfair in this situation, so kind of stop it. Two of Cups in reverse. As my friend sang, these hands are two empty cups. Fix it. You have a part in this as well. Whatever's going on here, you need to face your part of this as well. Whatever this is, because there's something going on here where it's more deserving than this, because this is what's really here is the Seven of Cups. So, yeah. You need to balance, get over, I'm going to be honest, get over yourself right now. Just get over it. Accept the love that's in front of you. Now, that does not mean to accept the love, someone loving you and their boundaries are off, but you know what I'm talking about. All right, so we're going to move on to her home. So what are we going to do here? So we've talked about what's going on in your head. We've talked about what's going on in your heart. Well, how am I going to do, what do home, practicality. Let's talk about practical use of physical, what you can do, okay, to change some things. Justice card in reverse. You're like, well, there ain't no justice. I can't do anything. Get over yourself. Huh? 5 of Pentacles. Excuse me, I mean 6 of Pentacles there. Get over yourself. It's moving. I don't have money. I don't have this. Let me tell you something about not having money. I lost everything. I lost my home. I lost my car. Because I have an incurable disease. But I have found my way. So I don't want to hear it. Get over yourself. You have more than you could ever want and need. Find money within your own home. You've got money in your home somewhere. Getting ready to get rid of a storage facility. You know how much that is? Like $150 a month. That's money. I'm going to get rid of it. So find money in your home somewhere. Take care of yourself in that way. And then, that's right, you'll become the Queen of Pentacles. Just sitting there among your things, enjoying what you got. Luxury, home, and heart. And one more. And you've been promised the world and you'll get it. You just have to reach out and get it. You have to reach out and grab it. You cannot sit around and wait for the world to come to you. Because it will, and it'll just keep right on going. So one of my favorite musicians within the past few years is S.G. Goodman. Posted a song today called Fire Song. There's a line in there. She says, I feel like I've been, the sun is shining on the same dog's ass every day. I've been living This is it. I've been living my life like the sun is shining on the same dog's ass every day. Whoo! No, that's not how that works. She's got it right. No. So we're going to move forward and move on. So here, I brought a friend of mine out to play. Beautiful, beautiful bookmark that is now a pendulum that is used for light work. I have the black one, the dark one that I use for shadow work, but we're doing light work today, aren't we? Can you show me yes, please? I'll move my hand down so you can see I'm not moving it. Show me yes, please. Thank you so very much. You stop. Show me no. Thank you so much. Can you stop? Can you spin to the right? Okay, thank you. Can you spin to the left? Okay, thank you. So I'm going to tell you something a little about pendulum work as well. Always clear your pendulums. If you're working with someone else and you're doing a reading for someone else and they have any talents or medium gifts at all, if they have a different intention than what, if they've asked you a question and you're answering it and they want something different than what is happening, sometimes they will try to move the energy within the pendulum and you have to switch it. Then you have to ask, are they moving the pendulum or am I? And you'll know very clearly because you'll hear it in your head. The other thing is that pendulum work changes and so do the cards. So let's say we're going to use loose information. And I've got a friend who will probably giggle at this. Let's say you were wanting to join someone for dinner. And you were trying to figure out where they were going to go. And so you were trying to make plans to go wherever you thought they may be going. If you pull your pendulum out and you ask these questions, you may get a different answer than what you would get several hours later. And it may be because the person that you were thinking about hoping to run into may have made different plans, and at the time you were using the pendulum, may have been planning to go to the same place and then changed at the last moment or just didn't go. But remember that the energy works with the energy that is working within now. And the questions you ask now. You have to be very specific within these questions and clear the energy out. So, there you go, folks. Thank you for following along. I'll see you guys again next Friday. And I will try to remember to make some shorts a little more often and maybe try to make one or two in between now and then. So, hi guys. I appreciate you all so very much. So I'm going to ring us out and I'm going to invite you to join me as I do this, okay? So we're going to do a few things. First, we're going to say thank you, the pendulum, and I'm going to say, let this rest here. I'm going to rub my hands. Rub, rub, rub. Rub, rub, rub. Rub them together. Faster, 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 faster. Get that energy going. That's right. Get it going, get it going, get it going. Woo-wee. And pull your hands apart. I feel the energy that I have created between my hands within this short period of time. But I know that this is something I can do with my own body. I place my hands together, my thumbs together, and I place my thumbs straight into my heart space. I lift my chin, I lift my wings, and my spine, and I lift my head. As I sit with my head held high, as I welcome in the day and I welcome in the sun. I take a deep breath in from the bottom of my sit bones, all the way up, and hold it. Tuck in my belly and tuck in my chin. Release, pull up on the perineum. We're going to do that again. Pull everything up. Tuck the belly, tuck the chin. Another nip of air. Release, pull up on your perineum. One more time. Everything up. Tuck the belly, tuck the chin. One more nip of air. One more nip of air. One more nip of air. One more. And release, pull up on your perineum and let it all go. Thank you, guides. Thank you, ancestors. Thank you, physics. Thank you, Nikola Tesla, for all that you brought to the world. Thank you, astronomy. Thank you, astrologers. Thank you all for joining me. Have a beautiful day. Love you all. See you next week.